So I wanted to show everyone a little technique I've been working on, trying to merge digital technology as far as we can, and then also some traditional principles. So what we're looking at here is a orthodontic scan. We call it orthodontic because it's the ortho software, which is used for full arch scans. As you can tell, the detail's incredible. Everything that we see with hard tissue, so the palate, the ridge, all of that is really good. What we can't really determine is just the depth of our vestibule very well. There's still a physical component of that. And so we can kind of see how everything looks there. So the approach I've been working on is to scan everything like this, but then to also take a traditional impression. And I actually try to even overextend my traditional impression a little bit because I just want to really capture the entire vestibule. Once I've done that, I'll pour that up in stone, and then I'll pull up this scan and I'll merge the two. So by merging the two, I pretty much will start scanning on some of the rugae there and come over, and then I'll start to pick up this model that I've trimmed back, and we'll have a merge of the two, which now we've got a much more accurate capture of the depth of the vestibule. Our extension in the back is where it needs to be, but with the extreme detail on the tissue part, which the level of detail with this is, if we did 3 or 4 wash impressions with extra light body, we maybe could get that, but really we can't. So once I have this, I'll send this over to my 3D printing software, and I'll print this model. I'll print the model of the opposing, and then the third part of this little magic scenario is I will scan the denture like this, so the entire intaglio, and I'll scan all around, and I'll send this over to myself, and I'll also 3D print this. What's pretty cool about what I've been finding is when I 3D print this and I 3D print our models from here, everything actually fits together perfectly. Like there's no give, there's no question if it's sitting down all the way. And so now I can send the lab a master model, a current bite block and setup, also known as the existing denture, and the opposing. And so on the last couple I've done, I've told the lab, mount this, raise the pin 1 to 2 millimeters, and I do that to account for some of the posterior wear in most denture cases. And then I tell them to go ahead and proceed to setup and final processing. What's super cool about that is we get to make a whole new denture, and this is done in one visit. Now, and so that idea is pretty amazing. What I can do separately is if someone has a denture they love, I'll just take this scan that we see here, send that to the lab. They can digitally remove the teeth and print the pink portion, print the teeth, that portion, and they put them together and they cure it all, and we've got a 3D printed denture. That actually is my favorite because it has the lab bill's about half when we do that, and it truly is. I don't even need the patient, I just need the denture to scan it. It only takes 5 minutes of chair time. This approach takes a little bit more, but we still can get to where we want with high accuracy. The only challenge with this approach, and it's just a traditional denture challenge, if they don't have a current denture, or if they lost their denture, or if this is an immediate, we still need at least the bite rim step, because otherwise we don't have any way to let the lab know about our vertical. So anyways, this is my current obsession right now, and this double impression technique, a little bit like an altered cast technique, has just proven to be super accurate. Alright, hope you enjoyed our little video.